She can't control her movement because of the stiffness in her body, and the only treatment available is physiotherapy. There's no guidance for parents about the special needs of these children, how they are to be held, seated, and most importantly fed, what kind of food to give them and how to put them to sleep. They can't sit properly or lie down straight, and they can't communicate their problems. They're in a state of intolerable pain. So how are they to be managed? This is a long-term illness. No one can say when they might be cured. We used to think that she would be able to sustain herself, begin to walk and eat on her own, and not remain dependent on others for the rest of her life. Even today when she's at home, we always hope and pray that she will be able to stand, walk, and eat independently. I have never lost hope, but I still get upset. I often cry on my own too, but never in front of her, because when she sees me like this, she also starts to cry. Initially, he wasn't aware of his hearing disability. He used to communicate to us through signs. Now he's more sensitive about it. When he watches TV and dramas and cartoons and things, he asks why he cannot hear the characters and wants to know what they're talking about. Whenever he doesn't understand something, I tell him through sign language, so he knows what's going on.
लेकिन मैं उसकी ज़बान में उसको कोई भी बात कह दूँ वो समझ जाता है कि इन्होंने आपस में ये बात की है या कार्टून में ये बात हुई है या ड्रामे में ये बात हुई है.
When I used to take my daughter outside the house, I had to hear all sorts of things from people, and I often came back crying and would vow not to go out with her again. When I would take my daughter to the hospital, people would offer their sympathies, and I would often overhear comments like, "God have mercy," or "It must be because of a fault of the parents."
There are two kinds of people, those who taunt and mock, and others who offer actual sympathy. However, when somebody is sympathizing with you 8 to 10 times a day, it can become quite irksome.
वो एक मुश्किल बन जाती है.
I even know of families who hide their children at home from fear of what people might say. But they can't keep their children hidden forever. And eventually, when the child comes out of its isolation, it breeds more curiosity and sympathy and even more questions. Therefore, the earlier they face this challenge, the better it is for them.
उतने उनके वो सवालात जो कुछ उनका है वो ज़हन में वो सवालात सारे करके हट जाएंगे.
First of all, our C1 group has 4 sections. Children are taught pre-reading, pre-writing, and pre-mathematics. And the C2 class consists of children who have rudimentary reading and writing skills. They are taught Urdu and English reading, word formation, as well as addition and subtraction.
ABC से वर्ड्स वगैरह बनाना ये सिखा रहे हैं और फिर जो C3 क्लास है उसमें हम
C3 class is taught the regular first grade syllabus.
उसके अलावा जो हमारे हियरिंग इम्पेयर्ड बच्चे हैं
And we have 2 levels for children with hearing difficulties. One level follows the grade 1 syllabus and the other follows the KG1, the kindergarten syllabus.
और उसके बाद में हमारा जो विजुअली इम्पेयर्ड बच्चे हैं
There are 3 children with visual impairment. The youngest is at the KG1 level, and the older children are not formally following the syllabus of any specific class, but they have a good general knowledge, and they can count up to 1,000. They know both English and Urdu alphabets, and are now learning to write Braille.
पे और ABC उन्हें सब आती है वो अब वो ब्रेल पर लिखनी सीख रहे हैं
For the time being, our target for the older boys is to discharge them from school after providing them some vocational skills. Alongside this, they will be taught to read and write.
जितना भी जितना वो सीख सकते हैं वो भी सिखा रहे हैं
Other activities also have to be arranged for the children in order to keep up their interest. Otherwise, it can be draining just to focus on their studies.
जाते हैं ज़्यादा इंटरेस्ट फिर शो नहीं करते उस तरह तो ये है कि इनके लिए दूसरी एक्टिविटीज़ होनी चाहिए इनके लिए
There's a need for outdoor activities and trips so that they can feel like normal children.
पे भी ताकि इन बच्चों को फील हो कि हम हर आम नॉर्मल बच्चों की तरह सब कुछ कर सकते हैं
Socializing with regular children boosts their confidence as well.
इनके अंदर कॉन्फिडेंस आए
Currently, we have to make do with one treadmill and a walkway.
वॉकवे हमारे पास है उसके ऊपर गुजारा हम कर रहे हैं
There's lots of room for improvement at the school. When I first came here, I didn't like the building at all. It's definitely not for disabled children. There's not even any proper wheelchair access. It's a 3-story building. It's just not suitable.